All right, welcome back to another video. This morning we're trying to take an image of a familiar place. It's a horse barn back here over my shoulder, out up on the hill. We've always taken that image from down here below looking up, and today we're up on this hill, all right, looking out over, all right, to take the same image as the sun comes up here behind me. As you can look, you can see the sky is kind of pink and kind of turning in the, as the sun comes up. Sun's not due to come up for another 15-20 minutes, but I wanted to get here early just to watch the sun come up and see if we can get some light on this barn this morning. We're getting a little bit of pink here in front of us, not enough yet. Now, when you take this image, all right, one of the things that concerned me, I see there's a horse out there. That's great. I'll see if I can capture that, but all the power wires and everything here, when I shoot in the past, I've always been on the other side of that road down there, so you have to worry about it. From up here you do. All right, so now if you look here at the back of my camera, all right, and I'm zoomed in pretty close to 200 on this. All right, if you look here, you'll see, all right, it's kind of hard to see, but there's a little bit of power lines down here. I'm gonna have to crop them out. There we go. Having a couple issues this morning with the Pocket 3, but we'll probably have to crop a little bit of that out, or use, tool to get rid of it. So now, why up here today versus why haven't we done this in the past? Well, until, let's say, the last 8-9 months, this area hasn't been accessible. It's been under construction. And if you look here, all right, you'll see all kinds of new construction that's been going on. All right, so now it's done enough, and to where we can get up here. And the other thing is my wife and I were grocery shopping yesterday, and as we were driving by, I noticed this view. All right, as we were coming back up the road, the main road out here, all right, I noticed this view. I was like, hey, maybe I wonder if I can get an image from up there. So that's how we got here. All right, so now, what are we doing? Nothing fancy. We're using the 50-200 again, just to try to make sure we don't have any issues with the power lines, if at all possible. All right, that's the main reason why we're doing it. And beyond that, nothing out of the ordinary, other than just waiting for like what we're seeing here, maybe a little bit of color, all right, and hopefully some light coming up from behind us onto that barn. So I'm gonna sit around here for a little bit, see if we get lucky. So thanks for coming along, everybody. All right, so one of the things I'm doing this morning is I'm not using any of the computational features. I'm just shooting straight, nothing crazy. And here you can see, all right. So also, if you look here, you see we're starting to get some pink, a little bit around above the barn, but nothing fancy. Playing no games. Just gonna shoot, the old-fashioned way. Now, one thing, we do have some breeze this morning. I don't know if you can pick it up, but anything here, but a little bit from the tree over here behind me. Not any leaves yet. We're still right at the beginning of spring, but we'll definitely have some breeze. And when you've got breeze, when you're using a camera like this, camera I should say, a lens like this, shake becomes a concern. All right, so got to watch that this morning. But anyway, I did grab an image of at least the horse up there on the hill. So I'll put that in here so you can see it. All right, well, the sun's up, but as expected, or as you would expect, got a lot of clouds still here on the horizon that's kind of blocking everything, so we're not getting a lot over here yet. We'll stick around and wait. Hopefully we can get some golden hour light. All right, when the sun gets high enough to get onto the barn, and some of at least looks like there's 2 horses now. If you look out here, looks like there's 2 horses now out in the field, or out in the pasture, I guess is the right term. All right, so this video, will air you know, I don't know the date, but it'll be, you know, I should be back from Ireland by the time that this airs. All right, by the time you get to see this, and I'll be working on the video, 1 or 2 of them, 3 of them, whatever I end up capturing from Ireland, and I'll hopefully be running those while I'm in Australia. All right, at least that's the plan as of this moment. You know, and hopefully here we'll get some light. I'm just not seeing anything yet on any of the trees, anything out there, and the breeze is coming up. All right, so now we're supposed to have, you know, although it's not too bad right now, we're supposed to have, you know, 75, 80 degree weather today. It's in the, I'm going to say 60 or so this morning, all right, which is pretty warm for this time of year, you know, but we're supposed to have some pretty nasty storms here tonight. So who knows what things will look like tomorrow. Hopefully not too bad, but, you know, we're going to keep waiting out the light here and see what we get. So I'll get back with you here in a minute or two once we see if we get any light over on that barn. All right, so now we're starting to get a little bit of light, as you can see, over here on the barn. All right, some of the golden light coming up behind us, out over that way. All right, so let's, nothing fancy here. All right, we are, as always, f5.6 ISO 200. And as the lights come up, we're now at 1/60th of a second on the barn here. So that's pretty good. I mean, the big negative obviously is when you're, you know, here, any wind, any movement, you got to be really careful with a big lens on almost any. Whoa, there we go. Really nice light. Look out there. Let's see if we can capture that. Horses are moving. Let's see. Let's back up a little bit. The one thing that worries me is just the power lines. All right, just the power lines here. See what I'm talking about here in the image. The image itself, you know, looks pretty good. That's good. Technical difficulties. Sorry, guys. Having all kinds of technical difficulties today with the... definitely come up because we're at 7th. We're actually overexposed, so we're gonna... Whoa, there we go. Even better. Look. That's really what you want when it's all said and done. There's light like that. All right, as the sun comes through and it gives a nice golden light there on the barn, the horses, everything. Man, why am I having so many technical difficulties this morning with the Pocket 3? Geez. Sorry about that. It just, for some reason today, we don't want to cooperate. And we're getting some decent images, you know, which is what we came for. Well, of course, you got operator error. You got me. Yeah, I'm good at making plenty of mistakes, but man, the light right now is gorgeous. I mean, geez, look at that. I mean, that is exactly why I came. So, for once, I actually got lucky. Normally I don't. You know, it's always, you know, make do with what happens. But today I actually got what I was looking for, other than a little bit of breeze, you know, and of course the power lines, which I got to figure out how to work out of it. But anything we've captured here that looks good, we'll throw in here right now so you can see it. All right, so we're back in the adventure Jeep, getting ready to head home, have some breakfast with the missus. Yeah. Good morning. Not a long video, at least I hope it's not a long video. Just wanted to get out, capture something here, and just kind of have a nice calm Sunday morning, because it is Sunday, and it has been that, so that's a good thing. I guess a couple notes here just for up and coming. This video, like I said, is going to show will air here early April. All right, but it should be after I get back, all right, from Ireland. But while I get back, I'll work on those videos, try to get those posted, so you got something to watch while I'm in Australia. And obviously when I get back from Australia, anything I capture there, any videos I create there, we'll certainly edit those and put those in. I won't be editing anything when I'm over there. I'm only going to take my iPad. I'm not taking a laptop. Now, I could do some things on the iPad. I may do some shorts and stuff like that, depending on where we're at. But, that's really about all I plan on doing while I'm there. I might even do a couple shorts in Ireland and post those just so you can kind of see what that looks like. But, upcoming, plan here is, once we finish up all the videos, once I finish up all the videos from Ireland and Australia, thinking about doing, I'm going to call it a city series, street photography, whatever you want to call it, something that I don't really do much of or have done much of, or at least called it street photography. But I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to spend some time in downtown Cincinnati and some other places. I might even do one in Dublin, might even do something when I'm in Brisbane. All right, just capture that. The main focus will be using my Leica Q, but a couple of videos, obviously the only thing I'm going to have along with me is going to be the OM1 Mark II, and I'll use that. It doesn't really matter. Camera's not that important in this particular series, but I'm thinking I'm going to do a series of those videos, put that out there. Also thinking about here in the future, all right, doing just a 2-year review of the OM1 Mark II. At least that's the plan as of this moment. And I'm certainly open to trying and doing anything anybody else is looking for or would like to see. So, you can leave me some comments down below. Let me know what, if there's something out there you'd like for me to go after, something, some style, anything really, and I'll give it a shot. Sometimes I succeed, sometimes I don't, but certainly if you got any ideas, throw them in the comments, and we'll certainly look at doing those in the future. All right, so remember to like, comment, subscribe, help grow the channel, bring more people to it. Subscribing is free and it helps the algorithm. Leaving a comment doesn't take much, or a thumbs up doesn't take much, and that helps with the algorithm as well. So please, anything you can do to help with that would be greatly appreciated. All right, so till we see you again, stay safe.